right. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. Welcome. And I've realized I've never said my name on this channel. My good name is Rich Kamau, otherwise known as the Kenyan Chef. And for this new year, I want to have new things as well. And we've decided that we're not going to wait for a deposit from the landlord. So I want to change this boring wall. As you can see, this is a very boring wall. This is a very boring wall. I want to change it and to turn it into my own taste. This is a very terrible color. Very terrible color. I'm not going to wait for the landlord to give us back our deposit, because that's not going to happen. Even if they do, they're going to return like 5% of it. So why not turn your house into something that you like? I'm going to do this, and I'm also going to do this same thing into my kitchen. Otherwise, I find that kitchen to be very boring. You can't even have motivation to do any recipes in there. I want it looking nice, so that I'm actually encouraged or inspired to be in that kitchen. If your kitchen looks nice, your food looks great, the food is going to taste also great. So let's change this wall from this boring color to something else. And for me to do that, I went all the way to Mlolongo. And I got this type of tile. I was going for white, but the one I found was blue. So you guys can tell me if this is a good color. Once I've done installing it, you guys can tell me, because I've actually never done this before. And to top it all off, I also have a wallpaper. I've never installed a wallpaper in my life. I even have some type of wallpaper adhesive right here, which I don't know how to use, but they have instructions, so we can, at least I can read English. So we're going to do that. So this is what I'm going to use for part of this wall. I want to do maybe a quarter of it and a quarter this side, and then the wallpaper in the middle. So you guys can tell me which one actually looks great. Let me show you guys. So I've got two wallpapers. One is supposed to be kitchen cabinets, and the other one is supposed to match the blue that I got from this tile adhesive or tile looking thing. So this one matches with this one, or should I put it with this one? You can tell me in the comments below. Either I use the blue one, but I'm going to use the blue one. This other one is for my kitchen cabinets. So I want to use this one for my kitchen cabinets. And I like the texture and I like the color of it. As you can see, the color and the texture of it, they look very good. Also this one, the color and the texture of it, it looks very good. What I want to change this wall into, I want it to look like that. So let's get into this video. Let's begin. So the thing with me is I really like challenges and I like figuring things out. So with this wall, first thing we need to do is to measure it. So let's measure it. This one. So find out that this one only goes up to 3 meters. Let me get a bigger one. So I cannot find my big foot measure, but I had measured it before, so I know this whole one is around 4 meters, so that's around 4 centimeters. So I'm going to measure like 150 centimeters, and this other side 150 centimeters, and then in the middle is where I'm going to put the wallpaper, right where the TV goes. So change of plans, I'm actually going to measure 100, and then the rest is going to be the wallpaper, because I'm finding out that this is not center in the middle. It is not in the middle, and that is probably going to look off, but I might also change it to put it a little bit more center, because that's 150 centimeters. So the task is getting bigger. From there, that's 100 centimeters, 150. From that one, this one, it's 150 centimeters. So I might have to move this TV center, right there. Or I can do 100 centimeters and 100 centimeters on this other side. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to measure 100 centimeters on this side and 100 on this side, and the rest I'm going to put the wallpaper, because I don't even have a lot of time. So without further ado, I think that's what I'm going to do. 100 centimeters right there and 100 centimeters on that other wall, and then the rest I'll put wallpaper. You can see this ugly wall. This ugly wall. I want to change it. Looks terrible. So I actually got 30 stickers of this tile. I have a whole sack here, and I also have another sack because I want to put some of it I want to put it into, what do you call it, into my kitchen. And my kitchen is going to be with this and this type of wallpaper. But the living room is going to have this wallpaper and these tiles. So let's see what this sack had. This back of it. Probably I'll need 1, 2, and maybe 3. Probably I'm going to need 3 on each side. So the good thing about this sticker is you just peel it. It has an adhesive on this side, so you just peel it. Just like that, and you stick it on. But first, I want to wipe down this wall. So let me wipe down this wall. Just in case you have any dusty things or anything that can hinder this. So you just peel it. Oh my God, keeps breaking up. It's not peeling out easily. So I think I'll just peel it out the way it wants to be. That's how it wants to be. Okay, it's now fully peeled. It's fully peeled off. So I think this is the correct orientation. Rather than this is going to look weird. So I think this is the correct orientation. So let's go and put this in. I'll put you guys up there. I hope you can see me actually. I'll put you guys right here. Right there. Perfecto. I think you can see me from there. So let's take this first time. Wow. There you go. It's actually already starting to look very nice. That is just the first tile. First tile installed already. No, I want this to be as straight as possible. I've never done this before, so I don't want to mess it up. So let's peel this around. And actually, I was going for white before. Actually, I was going for white before, but the white ran out. I didn't have the white anymore. The only one remaining was this blue color. The other colors were brown, gray, and pink. So I went with the blue one, the light blue one. There was also a dark blue one, but I think this one looks far much better than the other one. And I have to save this. The type of adhesive they use on the back of this is very strong, because when it touches me, it peels out my hair. So let's put in this other one. I have to make sure that this is straight. The second one is in. You have to really make sure that this thing is straight, because if you try to peel it, it's going to be ruined. I've tried peeling it and it wants to get ruined. You have to make sure it's really straight. So I think I'm going to do a third one. Probably the lines the bottom one. So let me peel this, the other one. And also, I think it's better if you are peeling it and attaching it at the same time. Like now, you can see how I've peeled it. I think it's better if you touch it right now before you peel it fully, so that it is a bit straight. Now you see, as we continue to move, it gets better. Maybe that's why I've started with this side, because nobody looks at this side that often. But I think that's the best strategy. When you're peeling it, you peel it and then you stick a little bit of it, and then you peel it as you go. Yes, that one looks a little bit more uniform than the other one. It looks a little bit better than the bottom one. The bottom one doesn't look very uniform with the top one. So I think that is the best strategy. For now, I need a stool. In order to reach the top. So far, this is the progress. You can see the top look a little bit more uniform than the bottom there. That's why I've said it's better you peel it and stick it on top of the other one, and then peel it as you go. So now, I think we can continue with this other side before I attach the rest of it. So now with this other side, it's the same thing. I'm going to peel a little bit of it and then attach it. I'm going to attach it on the bottom as I go up. As I go up, I'm going to peel it, because once it sticks on the wall, it's very hard to get off, or you have to destroy it to get it off. plastic. So as you can see, I'm actually attaching it brick by brick. That is small by small. So let's go to the other one. You fill it. And then you attach it small, one by one. This is actually very challenging. Very challenging. I thought I was just going to peel something and stick it on the wall, but to get it straight and neat is very hard. So I need to concentrate on this one. Oh my god, this thing is actually very tough to do. For you to get it perfectly symmetrical, it's actually hard. It's not very easy, not as easy as I thought. And part of why it's not easy is because of this line. As you can see, some other parts it's fat and some other part is thin. So when you try to align this part here, you get it wrong. So the best thing to do is to get this part on top of this, on the other side of the on the other wall, on the other tile. That's how you're going to get it a little bit more straight than it is. I hope my explanation is understood. So let's try and get this part here. So this is what I mean. When you're putting it on top of this other one, make sure it's perfectly aligned with these bricks. If it's aligned with this side skirt, it is going to throw you off and it's going to be crooked. So I think I might even cut the excess side skirt on this other side for it to look a little bit more straight. So let's put this other one. Let's add this other one on top. So I think the next thing to do is to remove this TV, because I want to remove this part. Or maybe you can blend in, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll see what I can do. And you can see the type of sticky glue they are using on these tiles. It's all over my fingers. So let me do the rest of the wall, then I'll show you guys after. So if you look at here, this is where 100 centimeter is, and I know I only need this little part. I only need this little part here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut this tile in order to make it a little bit more stylish and at the same time reach 100 centimeters where I want it to reach. So stay tuned. So as you can see, 100 centimeters perfectly reached here, but now it has this type of design. So I'm going to do that for the rest of the wall. Now that's how one side looks like that. And I know in the middle there I'm going to put the wallpaper so that it all blends in. Fantastic. I think it looks very good. I might also put some on this side of the wall, but for now that's the progress. Let's put it on this other side now. Wow, so just doing that part was not easy, and this one you just stick and peel, but it was not easy. Oh my god, I'm tired. So I'm even wondering how hard this wallpaper is going to be. So this is the part left for the wallpaper. Now I'll probably need to move this TV. Probably need to move it. But for now, that is the result. That was hard to do. So let's continue. So that's the result for now. Now for the hard part. This was just peel and stick. This is wallpaper. You have to mix a paste, then stick it on the wall. For now, the TV is going to stay off center because I'm not an expert in TV mounting, so I'm not going to move it because I don't have the proper equipment to move it on another side. So for now, this is going to be the case, and for this I think it's written here. The instructions are written here, so I'm just going to follow the instructions and mix it in this bucket. I have my brush, I have the wallpaper already, and now this is the wallpaper adhesive and some water. So I'm just going to mix this up. So I think the only thing you need to do is to mix this up into a sort of a paste. The paste should be like porridge. I'm not gonna lie, it smells very good. So I'm just going to add little by little until I get the paste. Maybe that's too little. So this should be like porridge. It's actually drinking a lot of water. added a little bit more water because I think it's still very thick. Now that's a nice paste. So remember, I've never actually done this before, so I'm just guessing. So now it's time for the exciting part. Putting the wallpaper on the wall. This is a bit intimidating if you've never done it before, which I have never done, but it's always good to learn. So I've seen in some videos that you put the adhesive on the wall and also on the wallpaper, here and on the wall, but I'm not really sure about that. And some are putting just on the wall, not on the wallpaper. So let's see. So I'm going to place this on the table, and I'm going to add some adhesive in this part, and then on that wall. Now I think I should start with the wall, or I should read the instructions first. So it actually says you just apply it on the wallpaper, so I guess that's what I'm going to do. Follow the instructions of the wallpaper. So I'm supposed to apply it on the wallpaper and leave it for 5 minutes. I think that's what I'm going to do. And you should cover all the edges. All of the edges. So I'm not really sure if this is how wallpaper is applied, but I'm just following the instruction. So I'm making sure all the edges are covered, and I should leave this for 5 minutes for it to get absorbed. So in the meantime, let's wipe this wall. I feel like this is going to give me a problem, so maybe I should start with this side. And obviously I need the wallpaper to reach this place, so it's going to overlap on this. Then I'm going to have to cut it the same way I've cut this one. I'm going to have to cut it. So it's been around 5 minutes. I think this is well absorbed. pretty much absorbed. This might be a fail or a win. I actually don't know. It's actually very wet. Where's my knife? Let me find my knife. So this might not be as hard as I thought. Cutting it is where you get an issue. So might not be as easy to cut it as I thought, but I think I need to change the blade. I've never changed this blade, so I have no idea how to change it. I thought this blade was supposed to just break away. It's breaking away very, very terribly. Not the best, but it's going to have to work for now. I think now I understand how I need to cut it, but as you can see, That's the progress so far. I'll bring you a little bit closer. You see, it's not that bad. It is not that bad. Once you take this out, you're left with that. It is not that bad for someone who doesn't know how to install a wallpaper. I think it's very good. So let's continue. Look at my hand. It is sparkling. I'm not gonna lie, that is the hardest thing I've ever done. But it's coming along very fantastic. I'm not sure how I'm going to put the wallpaper on the top, but I'll probably do a shortcut. I might lay it on the side, but I will know. Let me finish up this part, and then we can finish up the top part. This is hard. Did not expect it to be this hard, especially when I made this pattern on the tiles. It made putting the wallpaper even harder, 10 times harder, but we can do it. Let's finish up this wall. So this is how I saw someone doing it on TikTok. Thanks to TikTok. You find your switch. This is the switch, and this is the corner. So you take this corner and you cut it all the way into the middle. Take this other corner, cut it till it meets that one. It's like you're making an X. Then you take this corner and you cut it. This went off center. You cut it all the way to the corner, and there you go. You have your switch perfectly aligned with your wallpaper. Seamless. And now you can cut this off, these loose parts. But that's how you put it on a switch. Now you cut this off. Mine was off center, so it's a little bit crooked. not that bad. It's not that bad. Fantastic. That's how you cut it on these switches or sockets, whatever you call it, in your own place. That's how you do it. Thank you, TikTok. Fantastic. So, I've actually finished this wall. Right now, you cannot really see how good it looks. So, it probably might show you in the morning. But this looks fantastic. But I'll also show you in the morning. For some reason, I ran out of wallpaper, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the top, but I'll find a solution, probably. I ran out. Okay, it's already night time. Let's finish up this top part. So the problem is I only have that patch left, and the piece I have left is not big enough, but I think I can compensate it with the pieces that I have, or the pieces that I've cut off. The good thing is nobody is looking up when you are watching anything, so it's going to have to do, it's going to have to be okay. Okay, let's wait for this one, then we finish it up. So guys, finally finished. This was very hard to do. For someone who has never done this before, this is hard work. I promise you, you need to just pay someone to do it. Don't save that money. Do not save that money. This was very hard to do, but as you can see, it turned out great. I'll show you guys in the morning, because right now it's at night and it's not popping out as much, so I'll show you guys tomorrow morning. So, and if you've made it this far, like, share, subscribe and follow. I have other videos coming up. Now the backgrounds look, they look fantastic. They look fantastic. The background is looking fantastic, like I'm in London or something. I'll show you guys in the morning. Like, share, subscribe. So now it is the next day. Now you can clearly see how I did it. Now it is very clear. I don't know, you guys tell me, did I do a good job? For someone who has never done this before, I think this turned out to be very good. Fantastic. I'm probably going to paint that place. Probably won't, but we will know. I'll think about it.